health over length. I'm going to keep preaching that until the day I die. What's up, Jazzy Gang, where we do videos with a light ring and hair care is everything. Today in this video, I know a lot of people close to me have been waiting for this video for a long time because they always inbox me, how did you do that? How did you grow your hair? So I'm finally here with the video to tell you guys how I grew my hair mid-back after 3 big chops. So I've literally big chopped my hair and grew it to the middle of my back every year. So I'm gonna share with you guys my secrets on what I personally did and what worked for me. Just keep in mind, because I know there are people that are always going to find something negative to say in the video. That's not possible, blah, blah, blah. It obviously is possible if I did it. It's obviously possible. Just because it didn't work for you, you might have a different porosity than I have. It works for me, so I'm just letting you guys know what worked for me. If you try it, a lot of people that I tell to try the regimens that I use, it works for a lot of them. I know one person in particular I told to use this, and one of the things did not work for her, and she switched it to something that did work for her, and it worked like magic. You have to find what's best for you. So what I'm gonna do today is basically just give you guys tips on length retention. So first things first, I hate when I do that. Keeping your hair in box braids or a weave and such for 2 to 3 months is not a protective style, which is why a lot of you, when you take your hair out, you're not seeing any growth, although you see a lot of new growth. Now, let me let you know, your hair is growing because you can see it at the roots. Your hair grows from your roots. It doesn't grow from your ends. So you're getting a lot of growth. You're just not retaining it. And here's why. Your hair needs moisture. You have to moisturize your hair, especially if you're handling dry hair. So you guys will take your braids out, comb your hair out, and then you have like this huge glob of hair that just came out. Now, keep in mind, your hair does fall out about 100 strands a day. Proven fact. I guess by the scientists, it's proven your hair falls out 100 strands a day. Do I believe it? No, because when I was wearing my hair out, I was maybe losing like 2 to 3 strands a day. So I don't know, maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's just falling on the ground, but I don't know. So, but whatever. So this is what I do while my hair is in a protective style. I have a spray bottle. I put my favorite leave-in conditioner in that spray bottle. This is the only leave-in conditioner that I have found that works for me the last 3 years. And it's the Mega Growth Break-Free Daily Leave-In Strengthener Conditioner. I swear by this. I've tried a lot of products. I've tried a ton of products. You name it, I probably tried it, and it doesn't work for my low porosity hair. It does not keep it moisturized for that long. But this, it has a lot of slip, and it keeps it moisturized. At least that's what works for me. Also, what's in this spray bottle is just water. So it's literally just water and your favorite leave-in conditioner. You don't have to use my favorite leave-in conditioner. Use your favorite leave-in conditioner. If you found one that works for you that keeps your hair moisturized, use it, put it in a spray bottle. You're gonna spray your hair. I spray mine every other day. So I don't spray my hair every day, but I do spray it every other day. And then I will oil it once a week. Another thing with the protective styles is I cut out weaves. Because at first, like all throughout high school, my hair was like the same length for like ever. I was like stuck here. And I was getting box braids and seeing a ton of growth and weaves, and it's because I wasn't moisturizing my hair. Another thing is don't handle dry hair. Never handle dry hair. So when you're taking your hair out of the protective styles, do not just immediately start combing it out. You need to get either this spray bottle with your leave-in conditioner, spray it, or what you could do, what I would personally do, a really cheap dollar conditioner, you can get it from anywhere, put that in a spray bottle mixed with water, and that's how you can take your braids out. Just never handle dry hair because that's how you're going to get a lot of breakage. So don't ever say, my hair is not growing, my hair is not growing. your hair is growing. You can see it at your roots. You're just not retaining the length. Another way to retain length is keep your hands out of your hair, which brings me back to the protective styles. So yeah, ponytails, whatever, is cool and all, but not if you're doing them every single day. You're gonna lose your edges, because I know a lot of people come to me, I don't know what happened to my edges, Jasmine, how did you fix your edges? And I've had thinning and I've pulled hair out like from up here, which is why I don't let other people braid my hair. I braid my own hair now. But yeah, I have a really sensitive scalp, and I'll do another video on that because I know there's a lot of people who suffer from the exact same thing I suffer from. I know personal people close to me that do, and they've asked me for tips and it's worked for them. So I'll do another video on that, but we'll just keep this about hair growth for now. I basically follow what my scalp tells me. When my scalp starts itching and burning, I'll wash it. And that could be whenever. That could be in 3 days. I just washed my hair yesterday. So that could be in 3 days. If my scalp starts burning and itching like crazy, I'm gonna wash my hair while it's in these braids. And I do have a video up on how to safely wash your braids and your protective style. I don't wash my actual hair. I wash my scalp and I let the shampoo run down my hair. Don't want to strip my hair of anything. I just want my scalp clean. That's it. Another thing that I do is I do use supplements. The first supplements I used was Hair, Skin, and Nails by It Works. I used that for a month and I got a ton of growth with that. But then I noticed that the growth started to slow down. It wasn't what it was in the beginning. And that's when I noticed my body got used to it. So let's bring drug addicts into this conversation. But you know, drug addicts will start off slow and then that will stop working for them. So then they'll go to something harsher. Then their body will get used to that. Then that doesn't work for them anymore. So they go to something harsher and harsher and harsher. Your body, it's a body. It gets used to certain things. So the same things with supplements. Switch out your supplements every month. Now, I'm not saying if you get a 3-month supply like this right here. This one right here is a 3-month supply. I wanted to focus. Okay, whatever. Nature's Bounty Hair, Skin, and Nail Optimal Solution with Biotin 3000 mcg per serving. So this was a 3-month supply. I didn't use it for the entire 3 months. I used Hair, Skin, and Nails, then I used this, and then I switched to this, and I used this for a month. The Equate brand. I'm not really bougie. I don't really care if something's off brand, especially if I look at the back and the ingredients are the exact same thing. I don't really care. I'm not gonna pay extra money for a name. I'm not. So, but then I switched to this brand. And then I went back to this, and then there's about a month left in here. And now I'm using these. So I've been doing that consistently for the last 3 big chops that I did, and my hair has grown so much. Now keep in mind, just because something works for me does not mean that it's going to work for you, because I have a friend personally who I told her to get the Hair, Skin, and Nails It Works, and it didn't work for her. There's an ingredient in there that her body's not compatible with, and it actually made her hair fall out. Like, she saw a little bit of growth in the first week, and then her hair started falling out, and then she switched to a different brand, and her hair started growing like crazy. So just because a certain brand works for me does not mean it's gonna work for you. Because that brand that she used that grew her hair out doesn't work for me. I can't use prenatal pills. It doesn't grow my hair, it doesn't do anything for me. So like I mentioned, find something that works for you guys. If I'm gonna put my hair in like a protective style for about a month, like say faux locks for instance, I would, of course, wash my scalp with my Head and Shoulders shampoo. And I always deep condition. After every shampoo, I always deep condition. I use my 3-Minute Miracle by Aussie. I don't use anything else as a deep conditioner. I will only use this brand, only. Aussie, like this is like the only thing that seems to work for my hair. I did try the Jamaican Black Castor Oil line, their deep conditioner. It did work. It's just, really, really expensive. Like, it's really expensive, and for the amount that I use, like, that's not gonna work for me. So they either need to sponsor me or something, but yeah, that's not gonna work for me. But Aussie, like, this is bomb. And what I do is I put this in a bowl, a plastic bowl or a glass bowl. And then I will get a bucket, like not a bucket, like a pretty large bowl, and I'll fill it up with tap water. There's no need to use real water for that. I'll put that in the microwave first to heat it up, and then I'll stick this in there, let it melt, and then I'll pour that into the bowl with the deep conditioner. And then sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, most of the time I just use the raw organic honey mixed with the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. But if I'm feeling fancy or something, then I'll use my avocado extra virgin butter, or I'll use my pure mango butter. Either or, I'll put that in there and let it melt in with it. Don't put stuff in my hair overnight anymore. I literally leave it on there for an hour at the most. Because I noticed that when I was keeping stuff on my hair for an hour, I would wake up and my scalp would be like itching so bad. And it's because, first of all, when you're using that stuff, we're putting food in our hair. So it's creating fungus on your scalp and on your hair. And we weren't realizing that because we're so interested in what other people are doing. And they're telling us that this is doing this and this is doing that. And when I talked to my dermatologist, because yes, I had to go see one for my scalp, she's letting me know that me keeping stuff like that on my head is creating fungus on my hair, and my scalp is reacting to it. So I would personally recommend, if you're just gonna use this by itself and it says leave it on there for 3 minutes, only leave it on there for 3 minutes. Like, just leave it on there for 3 minutes. Me, I mix it with other stuff. So at the most, I'll leave it on there for an hour. And then I'll rinse it out. Now I have low porosity hair, as I already mentioned. So I can't do the LOC method. I have to use oil last. And honestly, I don't think anybody should use oil before they use any other product. Because if you do an experiment and put water, get a clear glass, put water in there and then put oil, the oil will sit at the top. It won't penetrate through the water. You cannot mix oil and water. Like, they don't mix. You cannot mix oil and water. So when you're doing that and your hair's wet, you're out the shower, and then you're putting the oil on, all you're doing is trapping in the water. And remember, water dries. So once it dries, you just oiled in dryness. Oil does not penetrate in your hair shafts. It won't do it while your hair is wet. Some of you guys are putting your leave-in on top of the oil. There's no way for it to get through to your hair strands. It might feel like it is, yeah, because your hair is still wet, but it's not. It's not getting into your hair strands because you already coated oil under there. But so what I do is I'll get out the shower, hair is rinsed off. I will towel dry it with, not a regular towel because I don't want to break my hair off, but like a t-shirt. You don't have to get nothing fancy. I bought a turban from Walmart. It was like $1.50. But I'll put in my favorite leave-in, not from the spray bottle. I only use the spray bottle if I'm wearing braids like this. But when I'm prepping my hair for a protective style, I'll actually get it from this bottle itself, the jar itself. So I'll put that in, and then I will follow it up with my African shea butter. And I got this on Amazon. I'll link it below. So I'll put that in my hair after I put in the leave-in conditioner. And then I will follow it up with my favorite oil. The shea butter is pretty much like an oil sealant. Like, it pretty much is, because once you melt it, it looks like oil to me. But I'm just telling you guys what works for me. So after I put in the shea butter, I'll follow it up with either my 100% grapeseed oil, or I'll use almond oil. Those are the only two oils I use. My hair does not like coconut oil. I know when we all first started our natural hair journey, everyone was like, coconut oil, coconut oil, coconut oil. I used it for about a month and noticed like my hair was just staying like super, super, super dry. So I don't really use it. and I haven't used it in 3 years, like since I big chopped the first time. But yeah, another thing that I do is I do scalp massage regularly. I didn't do it. It's not a necessity, so please do not let these YouTubers trick you into thinking that getting this is a necessity. This was literally a gift to me from my ex. So if he would have never bought this for me, I would have never bought it. I would have just stuck to using my fingertips, because yes, you do need blood circulation in your hair, but don't scratch your hair because you're going to scratch your scalp. Your scalp is really important. Healthy scalp is more important than everything. And I know like a lot of people are scared to big chop because I don't know why. They're scared what other people think of them, whatever the case may be. I'm not really sure, but I know every single time I big chop, a lot of people will write me and be like, why'd you do that? Your hair's not dead. First of all, I'm not taking any advice from anybody that when they wet their hair, you literally have 3 different hair textures going on from the root to the tip. Now, I'm not talking about 3 different hair textures, like one in the front, one in the middle, and one in the back, because I have that. My back right here is like a 3C, 4A. Like it has like a super loose curl. My middle is like a tight 4B curl. And then my front is like a 4A, 4B mixture. But the entire strand is the exact same curl pattern. So these people that are telling me your hair is not even dead, when they wet their hair, their ends are bone straight. It's dead. Let it go, sis. The middle, a loose curl, and then the roots are their actual curl pattern, like the tight curl pattern that they're supposed to have. Don't tell me not to big chop because I've grown my hair out all this time. It's dead, sis. Let it go. Like, I prefer health over length. When your hair is healthy, your hair and your scalp is healthy, it will grow. Be patient. Another thing is take pictures of your progress. Take pictures monthly. Like, it's a must. Take pictures monthly. Because me looking at my hair in the mirror, I'll be like, it's not growing. Like I did with my first one, like the first 6 months. I think I took a picture like, the first month I took a picture like every week, and then I stopped for like 6 months until I got to like my 9th month. Then I'm like, oh snap, my hair did grow. So take pictures monthly, because when you look in the mirror, you're with yourself every day. You see yourself every day. So you're not going to notice your growth. But someone who hasn't seen you will see your growth. So take pictures, because when I take pictures now and I'm looking at my hair like, oh my gosh, it's not growing. And then I go back and look at my pictures and I put them side by side, like how I show you guys on my Instagram story or my Facebook story or my Snapchat story. You guys see the growth and you guys write me and you're like, oh my gosh, how did you grow your hair that fast? To me, it didn't look like it grew until I looked at the side-by-side pictures. So it's very important to take pictures of your growth. Otherwise, you won't notice it and then you'll stop caring. Now, I'm gonna admit, I was extremely lazy when I chopped my hair off this time. Like the first, I think it's been like 5 months now, yeah, since I big chopped. And I was extremely lazy like the first 3 months. Like manipulating my hair every day, it was breaking off. Like I was just being so careless. I was going through it like mentally. So I wasn't even caring anymore, but I'm back. I'm gonna get my hair growth like going on, and I'm gonna also insert pictures. So just stay tuned, okay? Health over length. Pay attention to the ingredients that you're putting into your hair. Pay attention to the ingredients that you're putting in your body. Let's talk about water. I know you guys got water sitting around your house somewhere, like a water bottle or something. I'm not gonna say a specific brand because I don't want to get sued, but go look at your water and read the ingredients on the back. There is a specific ingredient on the back that's used in lethal injection. Literally. Research the ingredients in your water that you're drinking. When I make people try the water I drink Arrowhead water and Crystal Geyser. Those are only 2 waters that I drink because there's nothing in it but water. Like I've looked at, there's no ingredients on the back of it. There's nothing. It's just natural water. That's the only water I'll drink. And some people, like a lot of people like the Crystal Geyser water that I put them onto, but the Arrowhead water, they'll turn their nose up at it like, it tastes like sink water. I don't know what sink water tastes like. I've never tried to drink sink water, and I'm not going to, but I'm pretty sure it's safer than the water that you guys are drinking. Pretty sure it doesn't have lethal injection in there. Well, an ingredient inside of a lethal injection. So just pay attention to what you guys are putting into your body and cut off your dead hair. Your hair is going to grow extremely slow trying to do the transitioning method. Like, I've seen people who were trying to transition and it took them 3 years to get their hair to shoulder length. Like the actual, like their hair is like long, but it's like the dead hair. And it took them like 3 years to get their curly hair to their shoulder length. Like, no, just chop it off. It's not that serious. Who are you trying to impress? Take care of yourself, okay? Give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna have more videos up. And peace out, Jazzy gang. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Because I'm back. I'm back, you guys. I am back. I'm back to stay.